what was originally done for rFactor, and then it was ported over to rFactor 2. Shin956 converted it to Assetto Corsa. And of course, we're talking about the Magnificent Park. Version 1.5 dropped this last week, and this is a track that has 3 different configurations. It's set to be in France. One of the configurations is my personal favorite. It's the Enduro configuration, and it's 6.5 miles long. And that's what we're going to drive in the Radical SR10. You guys are probably familiar with this car from the fame and glory of iRacing. This is one of my favorite cars. I enjoy driving it quite a bit. This is the 2022 variant of the SR10, turbocharged, lots of fun to drive, and time to hold on to our hats and go and see what we get. Tinkered with some of my lighting settings, trying to get rid of some weird artifacts that I'm seeing in some of the tracks. And I think I'm going to have to turn some of the stuff down because my machine's starting to kind of go a little nuts. But got some nice post-processing filters set up and some nice configurations here that are just pretty to look at. I'll try not to burn my CPU up in the process, but see on the sides of the track, the reflective surfaces are kind of weird in some spots. See, like that on the left-hand side. There's no standing water, so why is the track reflecting? And I looked at all sorts of recommendations for fixing it, including adjusting some reflection settings and changing post-processing, adjusting some CSP settings. And nothing seems to get rid of that, so I don't really know what's causing it. I've seen it in a few tracks, but not all tracks. Places like that, it's almost distracting. It's so weird. This track is amazing. I think I like the sound of this car better in iRacing. But it feels really good in here. Overshot. Alrighty, let's put a lap down, shall we? Scrubbed a little bit of speed there with that turn. This track is a lot of fun to drive. This would be a lot of fun to race. So shin956 is becoming one of my favorite modders simply because, well, he's converting stuff that's gotten value other places. Got a really good eye, and the detail is really nice, so he's building on the work of others in the right kind of way, I think. Every one of his tracks that I've driven, I've really enjoyed. So he chooses to spend his time quite wisely in terms of what he works on. And of course, this track, I think, came to us into Assetto Corsa in 2023, so it's been around for a couple of years. This is the 5th or 6th update, and I think that this was a fairly minor update. But this is my first experience with it. I had not encountered it before. And gotta say, I really enjoy driving this track. What do you think of the graphics in this? Does this look better, worse, same? Would you have even noticed had I not said something? It is definitely burning my CPU down. So I do need to adjust it. Need to brake a little harder into those two turns. It's not my best series of shifts. This is a fun section right here. Except for that weird reflection that's a little distracting. Oh, overshot. Damn. Damn. A little over 2. A little overly aggressive, I think. It's a tricky turn. I gotta slow down much further than I really want to. But if I do it right, I can do like I did there, is I got slowed down and then could get on the accelerator a little quicker. Okay. Try to hold it together for this one, huh? Hit that cleaner, but now we'll take what we got. Controlling that wheel spin or the lockup is really important. I was a little too conservative. There we go. A little better. I like it. Still didn't do very well there. Better. All right. That's a pretty quick lap around. It's a fun track, though. I highly recommend it. Like I said, I wish I could figure out what my what the problem is with these reflective surfaces here, because they are somewhat distracting. and I can't figure them out. I've tried everything recommended to get rid of them, and can't get rid of them. And I don't think they're part of the track, so don't indict the track until you replicate it. But I am trying a new configuration set, as I said, just to kind of see how it looks. I'd love the feedback. Let me know what you think. Does it look good? Does it look better? Worse? Same? You don't care? All of the above? Let me know in the comments. I'm almost out of fuel, so it's good that I'm coming in this lap. And I love driving these Radicals. They're a lot of fun. Get the benefits of an aero car without all the horsepower of some of the scarier ones. And I will tell you, in iRacing at least, which this is not obviously, but in iRacing, some of the evening lobbies, West Coast Pacific time, are a lot of fun because they have a lot of Australians in them typically, or they used to. I don't know if that's the same now as it used to be. But if it is, well, even if it isn't true, I will tell you that the races that we've done in the evenings have been quite spectacular. Good quality racing. There have been a few like numbskull sort of things. Like I know Jeff got taken out by somebody trying to do something funky from the back in the beginning of the race. But by and large, the competitors are fair-minded and drive pretty well, with the rare exception every now and again, just like with any lobby. So I highly recommend the Radical in just about any format. This was fun. I didn't like this. It sounded like a vacuum cleaner here in Assetto Corsa, and I don't find that to be as true in iRacing, and maybe I'm just misremembering. But the handling characteristics are pretty similar. I think I probably need to adjust my brake bias in this this model. I just took this straight out of, I downloaded it from Assetto World, I think, some time ago. It's a CSP-enabled version of the 2022 Radical SR10, and stock setup. I didn't do anything to monkey with it. And it's a little sensitive on the brakes, and so it can probably use some tuning there. But other than that, felt really good. Handled a lot like the one in iRacing, and really a lot of fun to drive. So all that being what it is, thanks for joining me today. I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.
Spaß machen Rennsport.